Welcome to Fitzpsg. Today we're going to stroll back memory lane and take a look at my favorite console of all time. Now the console I pick may surprise you a bit, and for some of my younger viewers, you may not have even been alive when this was released. Now before I announce my favorite console, let's hop in our time machines and take a look at how the United States looked during the time period of the release. The Matrix had just released in theaters alongside the first ever Austin Powers.
I know Kung Fu.
Britney Spears was singing Hit Me Baby One More Time, and girls everywhere were wishing the Backstreet Boys would marry them. Furby was a huge toy that you couldn't find anywhere.
That's Furby!
Pokemon Silver and Gold were brand new. If you haven't guessed it yet, the year was 1999, and this was the trailer that started it all.
We got her! Hi, Randy.
Well, hello.
I was 11 years old and had a date etched in my mind that to this day I couldn't forget if I wanted to. That date was 9/9/99. I wanted this console more than anything else. From the first moment I had laid eyes on the demo station inside of EB Games and got my hands on the controller, I was instantly hooked. Never before had I seen graphics so rich and vibrant, they literally sucked me into the world and wouldn't let me go. To me, I had never witnessed anything like this before in gaming and never thought in a million years it would fail the way that it did. But that's for another video. The console in question is the Sega Dreamcast. Now sadly, the Dreamcast was Sega's last-ditch effort to stay in business. The Master System and Genesis had both sold very well, clocking in at 13 million and 30 million respectively. However, the Sega Saturn and Sega CD both sold extremely poorly, with the CD selling less than 3 million units and the Saturn roughly 10 million. Neither brought Sega much money either. So they went back to the drawing board, and 5 years later we were graced with the white console that will forever hold the deepest spot in my heart. Everything about the system was unique, from the VMUs to SegaNet gaming service. Sega was poised to take over the gaming landscape. And then the PS2 hit. The Dreamcast had only a 6-month window of time to be the new kid on the block and had to take on the successor to the PlayStation, a juggernaut that sold nearly 102 million consoles. But let's not talk all about doom and gloom. Let's look back with joy at what the Dreamcast brought us. On launch day, the system had a healthy selection of 18 titles, such as Power Stone, Mortal Kombat Gold, Soul Calibur, Sonic Adventures, Hydro Thunder, Tokyo Extreme Racer, House of the Dead 2, Air Force Delta, Ready to Rumble, NFL Blitz, and the 2K series. If you had not played any of those titles, or most of this list, you were missing out, and I cannot stress that enough. They are all great, and they still hold up as classics today. Now, besides the games from launch, they had an amazing library of games, including some of my favorites of all times. Games such as Sonic Adventure 2, Jet Set Radio, Shenmue 1 and 2, seriously, 3 should have come out on the system, Skies of Arcadia, Phantasy Star Online, Space Channel 5, Crazy Taxi, Dead or Alive, Virtual Tennis, and one of my favorite titles of all time, Seaman. Seriously, this game is just weird. Serious, just watch the footage and you'll understand what I mean.
I may not look so hot to you, but you should see yourselves through my eyes. Creepy. My name is Seaman. You don't know me, but you will. Some say my amphibious nature makes me seem odd. That's because I'm part fish. I must be cold, insensitive, and creepy. I beg to differ. You may not think I'm attractive, but your wife will. Grrr.
Yeah, I know what you're thinking. What did I just watch? The Dreamcast was home to a lot of unique games, such as Typing of the Dead, which was House of the Dead, but instead, you had to type your enemies to death. Samba de Amigo, which was a maraca-shaking DDR-type clone, sort of in the vein of Donkey Konga, and a lot more. But let's cleanse your palate and show you some of the normal games. Dreamcast also did some unique things with the way games saved. They used memory cards called a VMU, or Virtual Memory Unit. This unit would be available in various colors and would slide into the controller. The interesting part is how the memory unit was reused. While playing a game, the unit would react to the game. It would show off different animations of characters, or in the case of Sonic, it would allow for you to raise a Chow and control them almost like a Tamagotchi. There were mini games with the VMU, and you could actually load games onto them and take them and play them on the go. It wasn't a full-fledged game, but it was really cool at the time, and unfortunately no one has ever adopted that to this day. The Dreamcast also had the first ever online service, SegaNet. It would allow for web browsing as well as online play with others around the world, with the amazing speed of 56K. I spent countless hours playing Phantasy Star Online, and when I say countless, I mean thousands. Seriously, I remember the amount of times that I'd get yelled at to get off the Dreamcast so people could actually use the phone. The days before smartphones. Even today, I still play this amazing console and wonder how the gaming landscape would look if the system hadn't failed so miserably and ended in 2001. I hope after watching this video you will consider running out to your local retro game shop and pick one up. There are countless great games available, and you won't regret adding this to your collection. The Dreamcast added numerous things to the gaming landscape that had never been seen before. The online service, the virtual memory units, the impressive visuals in the game all led to the system being, in my eyes, one of the greatest systems of all time. I want to thank you guys for watching my Dreamcast video. If you liked the video, consider hitting that subscribe button to support the channel. And don't forget to leave a comment below. I do respond to all comments and look forward to hearing what you have to say about the Dreamcast. Until next time, guys, I'll catch you back on the next episode of Fitzpsg.